Hi everyone, this is Bagadon at StockMarketCaddy.com. It is February 17th at about 3:40 p.m. Some interesting times here in the market, and with the holiday and all, we're going back and looking at all kinds of various correlations and relationships and in various aspects of the market. Great time to learn. We got some other things that we want to post for some folks too. So I hope you enjoy this sort of thing. If you're following us, it's free to follow. We do offer a monthly subscription, and we also offer for a few select people each year, not everybody, a chance to trade with us, side by side, a real mentoring program. For the most part, we're algorithmic traders, but we're still chart watchers too. So what I want to bring your attention to is this weekly line on close chart. And I've added an overlay, and I want to bring your eye or your attention to something. But first, the yellow line is the weekly I think we can all see it. It's the weekly S&P, and this is the chart in the time cycle that we had marked up before. We were expecting, based on this point and this low point, that in and around here the market would be on borrowed time, and we're getting very, very close. It's not to say that the market was going to correct on that very spot, but we thought from a time cycle standpoint the market would be extended. So we think that the S&P is extended both on time and on price, but that's not what the focus of this video. What I wanted to show you was an overlay of this is FedEx, and we use FedEx as we think it's a more sensitive indicator than the transports themselves. And we think it's just a great barometer stock for tracking the transports and gives us some better cues. And when anyone puts on an overlay, their eyes always go to. By the way, we drew this months ago. This was an anticipated area of support back months ago, and it's still in play, which is around 1600. But your eyes usually gravitate right up here to where the prices are, and it makes some determination. Well, I want to bring your eyes to this period. It was this period right here where the S&P was driving ahead, and FedEx and the transports were lagging. And let me put my cursor there to get that time frame. That was around the October time frame, this area here. And people were talking about there being a divergence, and there was. The transports weren't participating. And then, boom, no sooner that started to hit all the Twitter sphere, and lo and behold, somebody pours in the gas, and the transports are then back in sync with the S&P and going like a banshee. Now look what's happened here in the last couple of weeks. FedEx has broken hard off of its highs. If you look at the FedEx chart, you're going to see a double top type of formation, but she broke. And she's really been a barometer of the S&P, for some time. But she breaks, and when she breaks, what does the S&P, what does it do? It stops and actually goes up. So there's once again a divergence. Where have we seen this before? It's our interpretation that the same thing happened over here in 2007. So what I'm going to do is expand out this chart so that we can see this. So here you can see the break with FedEx, and the market shoots up. And now we're going to determine, is FedEx going to resume with the market, or is FedEx going to break? So I think it'd be all important to watch what FedEx does. And we think if FedEx breaks, the S&P will be coming with it. Where else did we see this? Let's come back over here. I'm trying to get back to 07. You can see back in the run-up 2006, 2007, FedEx and the transports were actually leading the S&P. There was a period of divergence, and then boom, she shot up. She shot up, caught up with the S&P, but the S&P didn't go any further. And then this is the area that really catches our eye, and this is what we think is going on today. In this time frame, if I excuse me, fighting a cold, if you look here, this was in the September 21 early October time frame of 2007. FedEx breaks with the market, and what does the market do? Just like last week, shoots up. Then FedEx breaks again, and it's at that point that the market starts to break down, and then in unison, they down they came. But the real tell for us was who broke first? FedEx. And we think we're seeing the same thing here, possibly, excuse me, possibly here today. Is this the break? The market holds, rallies up. What does FedEx do next week and the next 2 weeks? This is what you want to keep your eye on. This relationship between FedEx and the S&P, I think, will tell you when and if this correction's coming in. Excuse me for coughing. Good luck, and we'll be in touch.